Hello, friends, and welcome back. So, last time in our modded Shattered Space playthrough, what did we do? We went into a cave that was over in that direction over there, and we met up with a Nasco Varun who wanted us to go into the Scaled Citadel and complete his experiment because he's completely sane and it is the proper thing to do. Wonderful quest, in my opinion. Very story oriented, harkening on basically the struggles between faith and reason. Very deep theme that has been discussed by philosophers and theologians for thousands of years at this point.
Whatever you may think of this place, there is no question of the influence that Jinan Barone had here.
But we are going to continue onwards. So let's get back to this. Okay. And so I think we want to go this way. Because there's one of the quests I don't want to do yet. I'm not ready to do it. I could handle it perfectly fine. I just want to save it for last because I think it is a little bit more dramatic than the one we're going to do. The one we're going to do is still pretty dramatic. It's just a little bit more intense. It has a good mix between drama and gameplay. But let's go ahead and venture up here and get our quest.
If you are not a member of House Veth'aal, you do not belong here.
Serpent guide you. I am Diviner Lorem Ipsum, here to assist however I can. I was sent by the High Council to get your cooperation. We'll go with the first one, the Serpent's Embrace.
So you are Anasco's chosen.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric?
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if she's become promised, truly her arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste. Tell me, Diviner, are you well practiced in discretion?
Ryujin Industries. I'm a Ryujin operative. I know all about discretion. Demand credits. You can have all the discretion you want for the right price. Yes, of course. I don't even know what discretion is. Let's do the Ryujin one.
I have heard reports on Ryujin from the Ministry of Conjunction. This news gives me hope. My son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the great Serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment. What my brother is trying to say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignance tearing through Dazra. And now you so willingly offer up Varric. As if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
Killing Varric for leaving sounds extreme to me. Death is the fate of all traitors. Why would Varric leave at such a time like this? What did Varric do to turn his back on the Great Serpent? Who is Vashti? Let's start at the bottom and work our way up.
I will not speak of her with an outsider, promised or not. Your focus is solely on Veth'aal.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know that was a sensitive topic. What did Varric do to turn his back on the Great Serpent?
My son denounced the very faith that defines Varun's society. He dared to blame a Nazgul for the state of Dazra, dared to call our faith in the Great Serpent blind. It is heresy and punishable by death.
Why would Varric leave at a time like this?
Because he let his weakness get the better of him. He sees himself as a prisoner in this life. He runs from a duty that others would spend their lives coveting. He is my son. He does not get to choose. He was born to inherit my title, and he knows the punishment for refusing to honor it.
Killing Varric for leaving sounds extreme to me.
Of course it would. As someone from the settled systems, you have no concept of what the Great Serpent demands of us. I do not wish Veth'aal dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death.
If it is the law, it is the law. Varric is your son. You could make an exception. How does Varric's death relate to power grid access?
The shame Veth'aal brought upon this house is immeasurable. It stains the very foundation. I will not act until this house is in order and its members are properly aligned with the Great Serpent.
Why haven't you dealt with this yourself?
I will not have it known that I declared my own son a heretic and allowed him to escape our grasp. This knowledge weakens the Ministry of State's authority, something we cannot risk at this time. This is why my interest turned to a third party, someone outside of the noble houses, but we have yet to determine someone trustworthy enough. Until now.
What does the Ministry of State have to do with it?
Our duty as wardens is to keep the populace tasked and loyal. All must serve both the Great Serpent and House Va'ruun. No exceptions. Those who refuse must be cleansed to stop the spread of corruption.
Varric is your son. You could make an exception.
Exceptions show weakness, and we cannot afford to show weakness at a time like this.
We have done the same for less. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the Ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation, I need you to find Veth'aal and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him. My brother is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear. Speak against me one more time, and you will regret it. Veth'aal has a signet ring with House Veth'aal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death. Only then will I grant you access to the power grid.
If it is the Serpent's will, it will be done. I'll see what I can do. This is ridiculous. I agree with Victoria. There must be another way.
There is no other way. The Ministry of State must uphold order, and you will be expected to serve as we all do. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest. Some of Veth'aal's associates there may know where he went, but keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate.
I will see to it that any accomplices are executed. Hopefully no one was stupid enough to help him. I'll use my best discretion when the time comes. What is the Herald's Rest?
The Herald's Rest is our local bar, and unfortunately, my son's favorite establishment to frequent. And while I know a bar isn't the ideal place for discretion, I still expect you to keep these matters private. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Veth'aal.
Hopefully no one was stupid enough to help him.
If they were, they will pay the price. And remember, absolute discretion. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Veth'aal for personal reasons. I will not risk word of his disappearance getting out before I can say the situation has been handled.
Alrighty.
I too.
Oh, we had
ask
some
you
additions to
spare
our
Varric.
crew. We have Tommy
Victor is
here,
in no condition to
and
make
his
such
pet
decisions.
Xeno
Yes?
right there. I forget what it's called. And this is Cuddles. I found him in a junkyard. He is my junkyard dog. Let's go.
Oh, what's that you have there?
Where did I come in at? I think it was down here. So, we have been set up a wonderful quest, and the main theme is basically justice versus mercy. Should we enact justice or mercy?
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
I'm good, Andracia. Don't worry about
I
it.
do hope that the Great Serpent has a plan for me.
Yeah, getting out of my way before I strike you down.
Our sins must have been considerable.
Oh, your legs are
for the
back.
Great Serpent to subject us.
You seem to be doing well. I'll drink to that.
No.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Busy doing what?
Drinking myself into oblivion. Takes dedication, you know.
That it does. Wonderful movie to watch, Leaving Las Vegas. Basically details someone trying to drink themselves to death. Sorry to interrupt, but I need to know where I can find Veth'aal.
Oh, you just revealed the question of the day. Where is Veth'aal? The worst thing that can possibly happen happens. And then he disappears. I mean, come on. We're supposed to be friends.
What's the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Okay, maybe it's not the worst thing, but look around you. It's almost post-apocalyptic, so... Second worst possible thing that could happen. Worst thing being if none of us survived at all.
It is pretty bad. It might be worse that you survived, actually, because, you know, the heart of the city was destroyed, and I'm sure after I leave that the Zealots are just going to probably team up with some Crimson Fleet and some Spacers and storm the city. Friends don't let friends drink alone. A good friend doesn't abandon someone in their time of need. And we're going to go with the middle option. Friends don't let friends drink alone.
Exactly. You get it. You'd think B would at least be commiserating with me. But I'm suddenly too drunk to deal with. Some friend she is. All she cares about is Varric.
Who's B?
Huh? Oh, B's a friend. Or maybe was a friend. Yeah. Me, B, and Varric makes 3. Figured we were friends till the end.
You should be supporting one another. She's just processing in her own way. You were just friends by association. maybe she has a point. As far as the alcohol is concerned, she's just processing in her own way.
And I guess I am too. I just want Varric to show up so things can get back to normal. Whatever that is.
Let's try this.
Did he trust me? I just don't know anymore.
Try to remember anything that may even be slightly significant.
I'm trying. Believe me, I am.
Did anything stand out the last time you spoke?
We talked about so much. It's just hard to recall everything. Wait. I think I remember something now. Tane! He mentioned talking to Tane one day about getting off-world, seeing the settled systems. We never thought he was serious, and even if he wasn't... Tane still might know something.
Just tell me where I can find Tane. It's a good start. I'll try to find Tane. See, you came through after all.
Yeah, I guess I did, didn't I? Still good for something after all. Tane's a regular. I'm sure he'll be by any minute if you just want to take a seat.
Forgive me, I am tired today.
What? I don't need any free drinks from you.
Greetings.
Now we just wait here for Tane.
Some cosa to lift your spirits?
Hope all my companions aren't.
Clearly have a lot to learn. Oh, sorry.
Could probably need to literally sit in a chair and wait like an hour. Let's do it. Wait. 1 hour. Oh, there he is.
Hi, Dan. What do you need?
A drink or two ought to lighten this mood. Hey, aren't you that outsider made promise that showed up here recently?
Serpent bless you. I've been shown the rightful path. Yep, that's me. Prefer not to talk about it. Sure, if you believe all that stuff.
You telling me they made you promise, and you aren't even a believer? The High Council must be really desperate for answers if they overlook that. I'm an outsider myself. It's hard to get into the whole giant snake thing.
This is called addressing your audience appropriately. He was from the settled systems. Why would I make him believe that I'm a believer? You're not promised and they speak to you?
I guess when you're part of the supply chain, they make a few exceptions. There's not a lot of people in the import-export business when it comes to Dazra, and they aim to keep it that way. But believe me, it wasn't any short amount of time before they let me roam these streets.
How'd you end up here?
You could say I'm like a specialized delivery service, moving stuff back and forth between Dazra and the settled systems. Just so happens I got a lot of time on my hands since Dazra went to hell and I lost my ship. And let me tell you, I thought things were grim before. Whatever that incident was, this whole planet's gonna need therapy.
A heretic, then. Nice to see a fellow outsider around here.
Tell me about it. I've been toting stuff back and forth for these people for years and still get the cold shoulder most places I go. But then these people lose half their city and you show up, and suddenly it's divine intervention.
Only I understand Anaska rune. I'm certain it's the Great Serpent's intervention. I'm used to having a fan club. I love that. I'm used to having a fan club.
Well, glad Dazra didn't disappoint. Something tells me you aren't kidding. Anyway, enough about that. What can I do you for?
How well do you know Veth'aal?
I know the name, sure, everybody here does. But the man? Not much. Someone like me doesn't exactly hang out with house bigwigs.
I've heard you know where I can find Veth'aal. I'd like your help finding Veth'aal.
Veth'aal, huh? That's no small name around here. Well, I guess that depends, diviner. Who wants to know?
I do, of course. An anonymous third party. I'm looking on behalf of House Veth'aal. Why does it matter?
I consider Varric a bit of a friendly acquaintance. I know enough about the guy to care about his physical well-being, if you know what I mean.
I do, of course.
Oh, sure. You just show up out of the blue and suddenly want to know where to find House Veth'aal's #1 son? And I know he wasn't lost to whatever ate up half of Dazra. Plenty of people have seen him since. Although, let's just say after what went down here, my retirement's looking imminent, and I haven't exactly been saving up for a rainy day. So if you're feeling generous, maybe we can help each other out.
It's a deal. Credits for Varric's
Nice to see
location.
we operate on the same wavelength. I'm pretty sure he's heading into the Highlands. Just not sure where. But I do have the means to track him. So you just say the word and we're off to the races.
I work alone, hand it over. Good, let's go. Well, let's ask the questions. But this fool thinks 1,000 credits is a lot. It's like $10. You can get like a burger for like 1,000 credits.
Highlands region is the northwest side of Dazra. Pretty good area if you don't want to be easily found.
You're coming with
Yep.
me?
When it comes to my stuff, it's like a package deal. I'm not just gonna hand off valuable tech to some stranger.
Rackham, you have a tracker on Varric?
You make it sound creepy. But yeah, for emergencies.
It's definitely stalking him. Good, let's go.
After you. Once we're outside of Dazra, I'll fire up my tracker, and fingers crossed, it'll lead us right to him. Just head out the west gate, should be the fastest route.
Didn't want to break conversation there for a second.
Look at that.
All right. I know exactly where we're going. I've done this quest a couple times. I don't know if we should bestow mercy or justice upon Varric. We'll discuss it as we go. He's a heretic. I need to have phase time up. Love the soundtrack. They definitely got that creepy feel, like that creepy, almost wondrous feel at the same time. Who are you?
Salutations.
Oh, you're a penitent. That's where we're heading. The abandoned camp. There it is.
A temporary encampment, but not an uneventful stay for the occupant.
No. Where's the guy that was supposed to be coming with us?
There's gotta be something here to clue us in as to where he went.
So are you and Varric friends?
Friend's a strong word. More like friendly acquaintances. Guess we both felt the Herald's Rest was one of the few places that made us feel like real people. Couple of drinks and everyone's your friend in that moment.
What kind of person is Varric?
He's a good enough guy, I suppose. A little self-absorbed, spoiled. Growing up in a noble house probably does that to you. A little naive, too. He's got this friend, Bianca. She's crazy about him. But the guy's oblivious. And his friend Eggy? Guy needs to lay off the Koza. But I heard Varric let him in on his tab. That's gonna work out well. Blames his dad for everything, though. And I get it. Victor Veth'aal is not an easy man.
How's he self-absorbed?
He's just used to getting his way and the world revolving around him. When you're raised to be elder, that's bound to bring you all sorts of extra attention. So sometimes when hanging around with us peons, he forgets we have our own thoughts and opinions.
Is his dad actually to blame?
Well, it's Victor we're talking about, so it wouldn't surprise me. But Varric can't see how much effort Victor puts into making sure his son has all the tools he needs to take over. He'll go on these rants of Victor drilling him on scenarios. Stuff makes my brain hurt. But Varric talks about it like child's play.
Let's backtrack.
Hey, whatever you want.
Can you tell me anything about Victor?
I've only had a few run-ins with Victor for security purposes, and he's all in. The man embodies House Veth'aal. He could probably recite Janan's teachings word for word, and he runs the Ministry of State without missing a beat. Strict, demanding, and always watching. The guy's good at his job, but when it comes to personality, I couldn't tell you. Whoever he is, he keeps it close to the chest.
Lots of dialogue options here. Can you tell me more about House Veth'aal?
House Veth'aal? Yeah, when it comes to House Varun and the Great Serpent, you won't find a more dedicated house. Some are borderline fanatics, if you ask me. One step away from zealots. Victor isn't even the worst of them.
What do you know about the Ministry of State?
The state's my least favorite of the three. Commerce and conjunction keep to themselves, but state reaches everywhere. Their security, but more importantly, their loyalty. So they'll get deep in your business. They want your motives, your next of kin, your firstborn. I joke. But the moment they get a whiff of something anti-snake, that's heresy. And heresy is a one-way ticket to meet the Great Serpent himself.
Why do you think Victor is so closed off?
When you're in the kind of position that he is, I think you have to be. You can't be in charge of security and purging heretics and then turn around and cry over spilled milk. This is Dazra, where noble houses like to duke it out for bragging rights. They see weakness, they take advantage.
You can't think of anything about Victor's personality outside of work?
Not from the man himself. The only time I get glimpses of who Victor might be is through Varric. It's clear he cares about his son, putting in all that work to prepare Varric for the vultures and wolves when he becomes elder. And get this, he even tells Varric he's proud of him.
Let's go back a bit.
Sure thing.
That's all I wanted
Always
to know.
up for a chat. Hey, whatever you want.
Seems to be a loop there.
Hi, Dan.
Supposed to find like footprints or something here. Maybe I missed them. Here we go.
Quite a view from here. This place is unique, is it not?
Large amount of blood on the rock. Varric's camp log, entry 2. As expected, I didn't sleep well last night. At least this morning, I can turn to my camp and think of what to do next. Planning ahead certainly paid off. I've been slowly building up this area ever since Tan and I first discussed plans to get me off of Varun Kai. I figured I'd need a safe place if I had to leave unexpectedly and lay low. I have the tracking device he gave me, so I can only hope he puts 2 and 2 together. In the meantime, I'm hoping to distract my mind by organizing my new temporary home here. Who knows how long it might be before Tan finds me. Okay, we have our tracking device. Engineering. This is the tracking device Tan gave Varric. Tan turned off the ping when you arrive. If Varric left the tracker here, he left in a hurry. It's useless now, but you can salvage it for materials. Camp log entry 1. I've done it. I've left. My father is furious. I've never seen him so angry. I've always figured he knew this day was coming, but perhaps he's just that delusional. He proves he'd never see things my way, that I made the right decision, but my mind still bombards me with questions. Did I act too quickly? What about Vittoria and Luther? What about Eggy and Bee? What will my father do now? My only hope for sleep at this point is the exhaustion will is that exhaustion will simply take me.
Hope you're ready for.
Where the hell did you come from?
If I had my way.
That redeem must have came from up there. Man, he went pretty far down to find me. What am I supposed to be doing? Examine the camp. I'm still trying to find stuff here. Bounty hunter. The footprints are sporadic, but the tread tells you they're only from one person. The final print heads west. Varric must have fled the camp after attempting to put up a small fight. Possibly. Got some bullets here. Bullets. Let's open up the chest. Super duper light, I'll take it. I'm looking for like footprints and stuff here. I remember this was like super duper hard to find all the little spots. Oh, there it is. This creature's body looks like it's made of tentacles and bone. Its sharp teeth and multiple eyes make it look like, especially alien.
I don't see him. Still in one piece.
I'll
Two
talk to you in a
arms,
bit.
2 legs. Still good to go.
Where's the other's corpse? I don't know where it went.
All my years and all the planets I've been on, never gonna get used to those things.
Nah, you'll never get used to vortex horrors, man. I'm sure they're connected to the Scaled Citadel experiment.
Sure looks like it. Damn house we're on. Wiping out half their city and bringing in horrors like these. At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Varric's alive. You find anything?
There's a bloodstain. Varric must be injured. I think Varric fought those creatures and lived. Blood footsteps. He was definitely here.
Yeah, I
we'll go with
figured
the
as
last
much.
one.
At least his body wasn't attached to it. So what next?
We track him. He's injured, so it shouldn't be too hard. We'll try to pick up his trail at the base of the camp. So much for, I guess we're going old school.
Technology is always finding a way to let me down. Time to go analog, but be warned, these old eyes have seen better days. No pun intended. Let's head back down and see what we can find. And by we, I mean you.
I bet you your eyes are better than mine. I lost the body of that vortex horror. No clue where it went. But let's go! The footsteps are less sporadic. You can tell that someone rested here and then headed northwest. It looks like my crew's caught up, so... Yeah, they've caught up. Someone took his head off. And the sound's glitching. Alright, let's keep on going. We'll head away from that glitchy sound point. It seems to be following me. My dislocated leg got better. It's you. Your sound on your weapon is bugged out. I hope that does not continue. I don't know where he went. I have no clue where they are.
You're making me rather cross.
Get him! Get him, Petals! I'll get him. That's good. All right, let's continue. We keep getting distracted.
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited?
Ah, Serpent's blessing, sister. We come in search of Veth'aal. We're looking for Veth'aal on behalf of House Varun. I'm Diviner Lorem Ipsum. We're looking for Veth'aal. I like the first answer. That's the scariest one. Serpent's blessing, sister. We come in search of Veth'aal.
Veth'aal, as in Victor's son? Haven't seen him, ever, in fact. Besides, what would the heir of House Veth'aal be doing on my farm?
He's injured. We're worried about him.
I can understand that, but I can't help you. The only people here are my partner Zen and our daughter Mila. No one comes around here. We're isolated, and that's the way we like it.
Perhaps financial support might help. Medicine, his injuries need special treatment, please.
All right, fine.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen, yes, I know quite well. Never mind my partner, they're just overly cautious. As I said before, I've never seen Veth'aal. We keep to ourselves. There's no reason for a path to cross. But we did aid an injured young man a few days ago.
That's gotta be Varric.
It's too coincidental. It must have been him.
You didn't know who he was?
We didn't know and didn't ask. We introduced ourselves, and he quickly changed the subject. But he was polite, and something about him reminded me of our own son, so I didn't feel the need to push him.
I need to know where Varric went.
We sent him north. There's a long abandoned growth farm we felt he could make use of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dazra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own growths to get started.
That's all I needed. We'll be on our way. Thank you for your help. Aiding a traitor is punishable by death. You weren't suspicious of him at all?
Great Serpent, forgive my foolishness, but I trusted him instantly. I saw so much of our own son gas in him that I didn't doubt nor question. I allowed him his privacy in what I thought was a time of great need and grief. It's only now that you've come looking for him that I've made the connection.
That's all we needed. We'll be on our way.
Thanks for the help.
All must serve.
Your ignorance has spared your life. Somewhere this way. And I am kind of cheating by using Starborn boost back to just boost over top of these mountains. Ow. Gravity is awfully heavy here. Oh, it looks like there was a path.
Yes!
Cool little place you got here. Let's go inside. It's probably supposed to enter the front door, but I did not do that. Don't mind if I do. Log entry 2. Today was good. I got up early, fed the groats. I think I'll name the female Bella, but not sure on the male yet. I took account of the repairs needed, and it was at least able to get this old computer up and running. It gives me hope that I may be able to fix up the Model A's that have been abandoned here. To think of it, I argued with my father over the need for engineering skills. If I ever hear news of Dazra returning to normal, perhaps I'll initiate contact with Tane again. A life far away from the serpents and the house politics. That's all I really want. But for now, isolated growth farmer is good enough. Log entry 3. Everything is catching up with me again. My father, what have I done? The people I've left behind. But most of all, I miss my sister. I never thought all I'd have left of her was a ring. I never thought I'd lose her. And now I'm dying to hear her voice. To have her reassure me that I've made the right decision. She's been my voice of reason for almost my entire life. She was always the one I could talk to about anything, no matter how big or small, or how much she may disagree with me. She should have been the one to take our father's place, not me. Log entry 4. The Model A's are up and running. It should be a good day. But once again, I find myself riddled with guilt over what I've done. I keep replaying that last moment with my father over in my head. It's not even his words, it's the look of betrayal on his face. He responded with anger, but the blow I struck was deep. I told him I couldn't stand by and watch them destroy themselves. But I rejected everything he stands for: House Veth'aal, House Faroon, the Great Serpent, and of course, I knew full well what my actions would require him to do as head of Ministry of State. I realize now the position of conflict I've put him in. The question remains whether he can let me go, or if one day wake up to House Veth'aal's wardens at my door. Well, here we are. Let's see if we can find journal entry 1. It's got some pie. Don't mind if I do. I didn't want to take the pie, but I did. Expert lock. Maybe there's something in it. Okay, let's start with this. Do we have a twofer? Yes, we do. I find with locks, it's always best to start with the most picks and then work your way down. So you want to start off with like a 4 pick and then work your way down. Do I have a twofer that'll fit? Yep, I do. Gravid Indumfield? I'm going to read that off stream. I don't think I've ever seen that book. Okay. Sealant. I'll take your drugs. Things outside. Things outside. Bottle of wine next to a coffee mug. Desperate times. There we are. Varric's entry, log entry 1. First entry of the first day of my new life, I hope. I suppose I am a groat farmer now, a long way from heir apparent, but I am thankful for the distance. Yes, quite a bit has happened since I last wrote. Tane never came back, and I had to flee when Vortex horrors found me and attacked. Perhaps I have my father, of all people, to thank for those combat lessons he forced me through. Some kind of farmers took me in and helped patch me up. They were respectful to my privacy and even pointed me here after telling them a version of my plight. Should my father send anyone after me, I can only hope my remaining anonymous keeps them safe. Return outside.
Just look at this place. It's like a painter's wet dream.
Veric's been busy if he got this much done. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything?
Varric's not home, but he is living. Only some logs, but Varric is living here.
Never thought of Varic as the Dear Diary type. Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems I have uninvited guests.
Don't pull a gun on me,
You
sir.
want to explain yourselves?
Whoa, hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friends.
Rightfully so.
The heretic at last. Prepare to be made dust for your blasphemy. I am Diviner Lorem Ipsum. I'm here to carry out your sentence as traitor. So we have mercy or justice. Justice would be to kill him for his heresy. Let's approach this gently and see where it goes.
I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call. Please, if you're here on my father's orders, allow me to plead my case.
You may speak, but know that I will not be swayed. All right, say your piece. Of course, I'd like to hear your side of the story. Attack. I won't neglect my orders. We're going to go with this one. Of course.
I pray I'm not... I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Veth'aal. I was raised to inherit the role of elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
Your sole responsibility is to your house. There's always a choice. Born privileged, but don't want the responsibility. Boo-hoo. That's not the life I'd want either. Your sole responsibility is to your house. It's not the life I'd want
That's not
either.
the life anyone wants.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Veth'aal is all he cares about.
It matters not what you want. We do what the Great Serpent requires us. Abandoning your role would bring great shame upon your house. Parents trying to run your life, I get it. As a parent, he should support you. What does your leaving mean for House Veth'aal?
Shame? Embarrassment? Fuel for the other houses to ridicule my father. I don't want any of that for him, but he left me no choice. If he would have listened just once, maybe I could have left on good terms with my father's blessing. Control the narrative, as they like to say.
Abandoning your role would bring great... matters not what you want. We do what the Great Serpent requires
But
us.
it should matter. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now.
Well, you know what? I'd love to be a millionaire, but that didn't happen, so... All this time, you were continuing to aid the traitor. That explains the tracker. So that's why you were looking for Varric. I understand the need to help a friend out of a bad situation.
Yeah. I needed a way to find him once he got outside the city. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Varric running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not two for the price of one?
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here.
No, you need to return to your duties as House Veth'aal's heir. First, tell me why you're choosing to leave now of all times.
I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the Scaled Citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us.
Such heresy. You have been misled, brother, and must seek his guidance. I'll never understand religion, especially at extreme levels like this. I'll never understand those who value faith more than family. I'm not sure what to think. Sometimes our faith commands us to go beyond blood. Serpent's embrace. You will be made dust for such
Usually a
heresy.
conversation requires two participants.
Hold on a moment, sir. Such heresy. You have been misled, brother. You must seek his guidance.
I don't think you've been picking up what he's putting down. Varric's done with that life. He's not going to turn to a god that may have wiped out half his city or support a people that are a danger to themselves.
I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance.
Persuade.
No. I can't go back. I want nothing to do with that life.
We must get justice. And justice here is you going back to that life.
You're right. My emotions could be getting the best of me. Most of them would turn their back on me the moment they learned my truth. It's all I've known as well. It's not that I want to let anyone down. As long as the Ministry of State sees to it that people like me are executed for treason, it matters little if I stay. As I said, there's nothing you could say to make me go back. Please. All I want is to make my own life. To have my own freedom.
You are free to go, but I would ask for something
Anything.
in return.
Name it.
Command 10,000 credits. Your signet ring and hush money will do. Your signet ring.
My ring. Vashti gave it to me. It's all I have left of her since the cataclysm. That disaster took every physical reminder of her except for this ring. Just wiped her from existence.
Your sister would want you to live.
True. It's as if she's looking out for me. One last time. Take it. I'll find solace in the fact that the ring will remain with my family. And now I hope we are done here. Thank you for seeing reason. I owe you both my life and freedom.
Now that's over with. I'm gonna hang back here, talk to Varric a bit. Besides, I don't want to be around when you break the news to Victor. Do me a favor and find me at the Herald's Rest when you're done.
Alrighty. That is the first time I've actually let this young man, Varric, go. Prior times, I've convinced him to stay, which I think is the just thing to do. Just to convince him that the responsibility of his life is more important than his happiness. That's probably a very difficult truth for many people to understand, and it's very contradictory to a lot of what I would say modern philosophy would say, which would put the priority on your happiness. Let's go to Dazra. But I think responsibility to House Veth'aal definitely supersedes him having a happy life. We don't all have the lives we want to live. I don't think many of us have the lives we want to live. Like I said, I'd love to be a millionaire, but that just didn't happen. Sometimes we just have to deal with the lot we're given, and he was given the lot of being the next leader of House Veth'aal. While we wait on this loading screen, I think the game's crashing on me. I'm going to give it a bit. My computer appears to be thinking as well. Yeah, I think my game is frozen. I have no clue when the last time I saved was. I think it crashed. It crashed. Let's see where I was. If it's a bad location, I might stop the recording and then speed run it to like the very end. Just so you guys don't have to deal with that. We'll see though. I don't think I had saved at all, and I don't think there was, because there's no fast traveling on Dazra, I don't think there's a save until, oh, you see that? It's not connecting to the dang network. I gotta close this. Alright, we're just gonna check and see where we were. If it puts me right outside where I think it's going to put me at like the beginning of the quest, I think it'll have the autosave from when I waited, which is right at the beginning of the quest. What I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to do that off screen. Come on, connect. Thank you. It's not connecting to the network. That's probably why I crashed, was it probably failed to connect. Like that's one of the things I hate about Starfield is the internet contingency it has. Like I hate that on single player. Like it's a blessing and a curse. That's probably why I crashed, was it was probably trying to perform an autosave. And when it did that, it couldn't sync up with Bethesda now, and it crashed. We'll see where I'm at. I don't think there was like any actions that would have promoted me auto saving in a recent time span. So I think we're ages behind. If so, we're just going to call it a stream, and then I'll just do the quest off stream. And then next episode, I will just pick up when I'm meeting back with Victor. And it might have a different ending, because who knows how successful. I can force that ending, so just to keep it coherent with the series. If I'm not too far behind where I last was, we will just continue on. The initial load up is the longest load up ever. And it's probably because I have way too many mods and they're all disorganized. Come on, hurry up. You're taking forever. I hope it goes soon. Find it funny how, yep, this is right outside. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to call the stream or the episode here. I will do the quest off stream, and then I will have it at the point where we're getting back to Victor for the next episode. But as always, friends, please enjoy your day.